Hey everybody, it's Katie Doolittle again, and so I am outside and I decided to bring my tomato seedlings outside because it's, in the 60s today and it's beautiful and sunny and it's great for the little seedlings to get some natural light. And so I'm going to flip the camera around and kind of show you all what's going on a little bit. Now, as you can see, my tomato seedlings are starting to sprout and come up. So I'm going to give them a little spritz with my little pump sprayer. And now I want to talk about my peppers a little bit because I think I failed epically on those. What I did on this tray that was different than the tomato tray is that I actually covered the little holes with more soil, with more seedling mix. And I think I covered them so that they're too deep and so they're not germinating right now. But I did dig down a little and the seed is still there. It doesn't appear to have rotted. So I'm going to dig out some holes with a little stick and give them a good drink of water and hope this sunlight encourages some germination in those seeds. So it's not lost yet. Hey everybody, it's the next day and I just realized how hot and red I look because I was mowing. But I thought now would be a good time to go through and show you what I've got going on that's like a good early vegetable and stuff like that to grow during this time, which is kind of mid to end of March. And so I'm going to take you over to my planters and show you what I've got growing. Okay, as you can see here, I am growing peas. These are great things to start right now. And as you can see, I put these in the soil a couple weeks ago, and so they're bunching up, got lots of little leaves on them. And peas are great because they can take some of the cooler temperatures. They're frost hardy, and generally when it's cool outside the peas are even sweeter. And so this variety is from Baker Creek, and it's supposed to have these really pretty blooms and be yummy. So I'm really excited to try these, and they're growing, and I have this old tomato cage and they can trellis up that. And now over here in these two pots I started carrots, and now I'm not an expert on growing carrots. I'm going to say minimally successful, but I'm trying this, and Roots and Refuge has a video on sowing carrot seeds, and I did something like that where I put the seeds on top of really moist soil, and then I put something over them to protect the seeds so if it rained they wouldn't get washed away. And so as you can see, we have lots of tiny carrot sprouts coming up. And now I might have to thin these out a little bit later, but I think they're spaced well enough apart for the most part that it shouldn't be a huge issue. Now this type are called Littlefinger, and it cracked me up, and I bought them because of the Game of Thrones reference. And then over here is another variety, and they're called Oxheart. And these carrots are supposed to be really good for kind of clay, crappy soil, and they're just kind of short, fat carrots. And I thought they were cute. So we're giving those a try, and as you can see, I really need to water, so I'm going to do that with my sprayer so that the little seedlings don't get hit too hard. Ooh, you don't belong here. Alright, so we're going to give these guys a little drink of water, and then I'll show you what else I have growing. Alright, over here I have, it's called red Ursa Kale, so it's like a variety of red kale. And these seeds are coming up and they're doing well, despite squirrels digging in this bag. Not sure what that is, so we're going to remove you. And it is this type of seed, and it's from Baker Creek. I dig heirloom varieties. They're a lot of fun, and I just generally enjoy them. And now over here is something that's a little different. It's a salad mix, and it's called Rocky Top lettuce. And it's got a nice little variety of like red, green, and different colored lettuces. And so you can see in here, it's squirrels have been digging again, and that just can't be helped sometimes. But I've got lots of little sprouts, and probably pretty soon, in a week or two, I'll have some leaves that I can start harvesting off this bag of planting. So this is my little container pot that I've been keeping all my frost hardy seeds in, just so I can grab them whenever I'm ready to plant. And so what I've already shown you is these are the ones that I've started, and they are growing, and they're doing well. And so over here are some other options that you can grow right now: spinach, and then cilantro, and then I have kind of your traditional curly fun lettuce, or kale rather, and then another type of spinach, another type of cilantro, and then a different salad blend. And so all of these are really good to plant this time. And here's how you tell on the seed packet if this is something good to grow right now. Where it says frost hardy, it should say yes. And then it has your ideal temperatures for that plant, which means if it gets hotter than your ideal temperature, usually what the plant will do is it'll bolt, which means it's going to go to seed. And so the energy that the plant is using that you want for these lovely tasty lettuces or leaves, it's going to produce flowers and spend its energy making seeds to go to the next, round of greens that you're going to get. And so something that's really popular to grow this time of year, especially in Kentucky, is cilantro. And here I've got a couple different varieties. Let me grab the other one. All right, this is your traditional cilantro that'll bolt super quickly. This is called slow bolt, and so I'm interested to try it out and see how it does. It's supposed to not go to seed as quickly as regular cilantro. So we'll see how that goes. And so what's funny is I'm not a big fan of cilantro. I've got that gene that makes it taste like soap. But I like to grow it because, as you know, I do raise rabbits. And cilantro's a yummy treat for them. And then I also will have it to give to family members that do like cilantro, or friends that are canning their own salsa. I'll have that on hand to share with them. Just because I don't necessarily want to eat it doesn't mean I don't enjoy growing it. And so these are all good options during this time. And so now what I've been asked is, what's a really good kind of almost foolproof thing that you can grow that's right now, or even in a shady garden through the summer? And my answer to that would be peas. Would be peas. All they need is good soil or potting mix if you're going to put them in a pot, and then something to trellis up. And so you can use like piece of fencing, or like I did, using a tomato cage, or you can stake it and use like a stick from the yard or a piece of bamboo. This does really well, and it's honestly, peas and beans are some of the easiest things to grow to start from seed, because it's such a big seed and there's a lot of energy stored in that seed for that plant. And so it's a little more foolproof than anything. And it's a lot of instant gratifications. You get a lot of little blooms per plant and good seeds. Now, if you're trying to grow food for like a family, you're going to need to plant like a big row of these plants to get anything worth cooking. But if this is just something for you to grow for yourself, sweet sugar peas and things like that are really good, snacking peas just to pick, rinse off, and eat raw. So I think that covers everything I wanted to talk about in this video. So stay tuned, and I'll come out with more gardening videos in the future. Alright, thanks, and I'll see you next time. Ooh, pretty.